parents at home, and when supper was ready, we had to pray the rosary before we ate. That was the norm. That was the tradition in my family, and we got it from my grandparents. And so there's no way if that a child, a young girl growing up, can be attracted to religious life, to become a priest in the diocese or in a religious congregation, if their parents don't play their part, if they're not encouraged, if they're not inspired to love the church, to be closer to Christ, to pray, because prayer is important. You know, today we blame young people for not joining religious life, or we say we have so few priests. It's not their fault, because the culture is wavering back and forth. You know, we have people who, parents sometimes, you know, we cannot blame the parents all the time. Sometimes the parents try hard and sometimes it doesn't work. There are parents who are faithful also, who nurture their kids, and sometimes, you know, it doesn't work. If God doesn't call you, sometimes it doesn't matter what a father or a mother does. But it helps a lot if you have parents who are faithful, who are practicing their faith, who are showing that love of the church to their children grow and know that, you know, without Jesus in their lives, without the gift of faith, then everything else is temporal. You know, the pleasures of this world, you know, the materialism that we have that makes us happy temporarily. When it comes, when the crisis hits our life, it is God actually that we turn to as a people. Whether we believe or not, there's something divine in us, that wherever the crisis hits us, it is God that we look to. That's why it is important to teach our children that faith is important for their future, for their present, for their past. Without the faith, they are nothing. Without faith, I am nothing. So, in order for us to cultivate this culture of vocations, it begins in the family. A family that prays together, stays together. So I'm here with Zambia. He's a Maronite, like me, is my brother. Brother Frank and I have come a long way. During my days in Zambia, he just joined the Maronite, and we journeyed together along that path, giving some lessons there and interacting and socializing and working with the youth there. And Brother Frank was always somebody that I noticed that happiness of the religious in. And for me, when I look at a young man joining religious life and is very happy, I'm always inspired. Because in religious life, if you're not happy, then you become a bitter man. You grow old bitter. You don't grow old gracefully. And so when I see Brother Frank, I'm always encouraged. There are many other Maronites like him who are very happy, who are very dedicated. He's a man of so many gifts. And Brother Frank also shares that same story. He was attracted to the Maronites because of service. He's a man of service. He has so many gifts. He helps a lot in the communities where he is. And I've always known him as that person who is open to God's will. And, you know, as a Maronite, we discern always as a community our priesthood, because our priesthood is that God has given us in the society of men. And Brother Frank is one of those that we are encouraging in future to become a future Maronite priest. You know, he's a good Maronite, solid brother, a disciple of equals, and living very enthusiastic about community life and prayer life and apostolate. And for me, Frank, I'm very happy that you made it. You came today for this great day so that we can celebrate together this occasion as a family. So, you know, someday again, I'm sure as Maronites will live in a community again someday. So, but I'd just like to encourage him to be strong, to be the brother that he is, to work with humility and dedication, and to put Jesus at the center of his life. Great Maronites.
Come in, brother. I'd love to thank Father Daniel Odero Osino, who has been my inspirational. I've lived with him for some time back, and he has been encouraging me. I've shared with him a lot, and Brother Daniel, I have to be honest with you, you have helped me. I'm very happy about everything that you have done for me, and I suppose and I believe you are going to continue helping me and encouraging me. There's a lot that we can share together, and I believe that all those, if I share with you, you are there to help me and to encourage me and to build me. There are many brothers in the marriage community who have been helping me a lot to grow as a young married brother. And Brother Dan, you have been that person among many married brothers. So I thank you, and I wish you all the best. Continue remaining a happy brother. You never grow old as you are. So thank you so much, and God bless you.
Happy campus.
Thank you so much. Thank you. God bless you.
He comes